Nah.
How are we doing, everyone? Hello and welcome to the Purple website once again. I hope you're all doing well. Goodness, thank you for the several Pichus and Zotes already, just to kick the evening off with a good energy. Also for the 2 months, Jer the Animator, and now 3 months, IR Max for real. Have we been... Cats, excuse me. Literally 20, 30 seconds ago, they were curled up in the sweetest snuggle you've ever seen. And then, just moments later, for no reason, fights. And then break it up. Then one of them's going for food. And then, in no time at all again, they will be snuggled back together, sound asleep. And so they continue through their daily routine. But yeah, as I was saying, thank you for the 2 months, Jer the Animator, 3 months for IR Max for real, the gifted sub from Art of Matthew, 2 months for Littlest Echidna, 3 months for Marginal Prophet, 3 months for Rael Leardu, and some bits from Baja Bali as well, and then also 3 months from Absolune. Lots of people getting in their 3 months now, which is great. And their Pichus as well. Yep, we've been going 3 months now. Well, a good bit over 3 months now, like probably 3.5. It's gonna be pretty cool getting up to... Well, I guess we won't have like a fancy sub badge for 4 months or anything, but 6 months, there'll be another one. That'll be great. How have I been? Pretty good. A little worn out. I started off my week with a bad choice, staying up really late, working on something I don't even remember anymore. And I'm sort of catching up from that now, but oh goodness. Lots of bits. Y'all will see it pop up in a second here, but thanks for the 3 months, Raving Penguin, and very shortly after, the 5 gifted subs from Baja Bali, who really believes in that hype train that's going on right now.
Thanks, pal.
Do we have a special sound? A special sound for a 50 sub gift? I don't think so. I think like they do. There are escalating sounds for increasingly large Ramdom. Hold up.
Oil.
Yep. Fitting. I mean, it's the right sound. Ramdom, thank you for the gifted subs. That's gracious. gracious me, that is a lot of them.
Nah.
Zote's not impressed, but the rest of us very are. That is super generous and kind of you. Thank you so very much. Enjoy the emotes. 50 people. Gracious. I can't compete with that. I don't want to be left out. You won't be at all. Thank you for the 2 months, Spork Fiend. Yeah, for real, that was super generous and kind of you. Thank you very much, Ramdom. But yes, my evening's going pretty good. And I hope yours is too, unless it's morning, in which case, boy, it's probably pretty early for you right now, huh? Hey, thanks for the gifted sub, Bahabali. Sorry, I'm sipping coffee over here. Not that I need it anymore. Oh, gracious. And a gifted sub from Judica Fortis as well. Y'all are entirely too kind. And maybe a little out of control. Some of us more than others. Not pointing fingers. Oh, boy. But yeah, we're finally going to be getting back to Final Fantasy V. It's been like a couple months at this point, but for good reason. I should do an animation analysis of your cats. It's going to be underwhelming on the animation front, as they generally don't move a whole lot. Hey, hold up. Ramdom says, unfortunately, I've got COVID, but I had planned to do that for a bit, and I'll be darned if I'm going to miss a good chance to gift an absurd amount of subs right before the holidays. Well, like, the bit landed. I guess it wasn't the bit you had planned, but darn, that was quite the drop. And now we all got to hear what the sound was as well, so you prepared us. Oh, hang on. I just want to take a moment and thank Carrie for all her hard work on the edits. Her sense of humor is fantastic and makes my day. Aw. Mine as well. She does do great work on the edits. She's been doing some of that today. Probably will do more a little later. Working on next week's new holiday tradition kickoff. Which I'm very excited by. Like, I recorded it already, obviously, but I had fun. I hope it's fun for everyone else, too. Hey, thanks for the 3 months, Ezra Ordinary. And for modding, also. Both things. All right, let me start getting the game sort of set up here. So I said earlier there was a reason that we had a little time off of Final Fantasy V here. In large part, it was that fun as it had been playing through on this sort of translation of the original version of the game, which is what I need to be capturing footage of for the animation analysis video I aim to make down the road. That initial translation, like that translation we were playing, is basically one of the earliest ones that were made. Honestly, one of the first fan translations of a game, period. Like one of the first really big popular ones that really kicked off a whole scene of ROM hacking. But it was a pretty early one. And so there weren't any canon names and pronunciations and spellings for a lot of the characters and places and things like that. No. So we've not switched to the Game Boy Advance version. We're still playing the same version of the game. But I, after that last stream, decided to start. Here's how it all went. I started by just, out of sheer curiosity, looking and seeing like what sort of work is involved in like ROM hacking a thing. Like especially doing a basic one where it's just like some text and script replacement. So I spent like a day, just some like Sunday or something, just poking around at that and sort of like learning 101 level stuff, and which was really interesting. And I did get some kind of results. There are some really handy Final Fantasy modding tools out there that the community has made, but I did not have a lot of confidence in the stuff that I was like the changes I was making. Fortunately, as I like when at some point I reached out for a little help on Twitter for like advice for just to see if there was anybody who was following me who was sort of in that ROM hacking scene who could answer a question or two. And a couple of folks who followed me offered to like they had curiosity about ROM hacking in general, and they offered to like kind of dig into it a little bit, see if they could manage to make anything work. Because really, the thing I mostly wanted to do was to get Kryle's name spelling changed. Because in the earliest translation of Final Fantasy V, the translator named her Kara, just C-A-R-A, which is pretty close. Like if you're just reading the katakana for the name in Japanese, I would probably guess Kara instead of Kryle 2, in all fairness. But because like Kryle's a character who I need to mention by name in the video, I really was like hoping like, I'd really love for the footage character name to actually match what I'm saying. So those two folks kindly started dabbling a bit, and both of them managed to put together, like independently, a functioning ROM hack that changes several things. So I want to thank both of them. We're only like playing one of them, obviously, but I want to thank both Bryson Robot and Ethan Budzinski. Both created custom ROM hacked versions of Final Fantasy V in its original form. Only thing changed is text. And this update not only fixes Kryle's name, but the names of a lot of other like places that were kind of like weirdly spelled. It even updates a good bit of like in Ethan's version here, even updates a good bit of the script itself so that it reads a little bit more naturally. It's a little closer, I think, to the GBA translation than the one we've been playing. I don't think it changes everything. He updated the text with some stuff. Basically, like, what a cool thing. Like, that was super kind of both of them. And I just wanted to give both of them a huge thank you for doing that, because that is super cool. It means that, like, it's going to result in a better set of streams, for one, as we just play through this for fun, but also a better animation video later, which I really appreciate, because I've been working on this series so long that like being able to release the best possible version of those videos is something that the perfectionist in me cares maybe a little too much about. But yeah, so like, oh, Ethan, you're in here. Great. Yay. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, no, I've been very excited. So I've been to update the footage that I'd been capturing from the previous streams. I played back up to the point where we were at. That was also just a good way to like do a little bit of further testing just to make sure everything's working right. No problems, and no problems. It's all working great. The script is good. It's fantastic. So like, yeah, a huge thank you to both of them again. And I'm excited to be getting back to this good, chill Final Fantasy stream times. Speaking of which, let's finally do that, because we've been, it's been 14, 15 minutes? It's probably about time. Let's get this queued up. Pichu knows what's up. I've been ignoring a lot of y'all over there for a second. Thank you for the bits, Littlest Echidna, and visiting from the VODs. Appreciation Pichu for Carrie editing and Dan hosting, and all combinations and variations.
No.
Oh, this is going to be fun. So, okay. And we're swapped over, and we're back, everybody. It's here. I'm so excited. So this is the state of things. I'm also going to try to make a habit of actually being better about saving in several slots so I can kind of maintain several different points in the game. Just, this isn't important for anything we're doing, but just for me, for my video making, like having a save scattered at several different points across the game, just in case I need to go back and get footage of something again, might save future me a lot of headache. Anyway. So here we are in the location we left off, just sort of on the coast east of Jekyll Village and Jekyll Cave, which would be where I had been doing a lot of grinding, leveling up like getting a bunch of AP and leveling up our jobs and stuff like that. But then I remembered, I'm on an emulator, I can cheat. I don't have to do any of that nonsense. So I've not like cheated us to max on anything, but I have gotten a few jobs leveled up that way. I've gotten a bunch of them kind of far enough up to where I'm not gonna have to go grinding for AP at least. It's really just experience at this point. It's like, I'm playing this for the footage, not for... I've beaten this game sometimes before, kind of recently. So the grinding part of it is not what I'm here for. And this means that we'll be able to like bounce between different jobs more frequently and like mix up which character is which job. And like that variety is gonna be so good for footage. So footage is the name of the game. Except not literally. Literally, it's final. You don't... That joke wasn't even worth finishing. Let's get back to the video game. So, where we had left off, It's been 2 months. Does anybody remember what was going on in the story? Do I need to, like, rehash? No one remembers? There were crystals. On the nose with that one. See, someone was paying attention. There was a library, also good. Fire crystal exploded. That did happen. Here, I'll see if I can... I haven't like written anything down, but I'll see if I can rehash some of the basics. So we are in a fantasy world here where, like, a lot of the world seems to kind of prosper due to 4 elemental crystals in this world. But those crystals are kind of acting weird. At the very beginning of the story, we saw the King of Tycoon fly out to the Wind Shrine because he felt like, oh man, something's going weird with the wind. I need to go check on the Wind Crystal. And got there just in time to see it shatter. When the Wind Crystal shattered, all the wind in the world stopped. So like, ships couldn't sail anymore and things were just really starting to go kind of bad. What's more, it seemed like a lot of the other crystals are also kind of starting to act weird too now. This is going to be bad if they all break. So, our main character, Bartz here, or Butts if you're really old school, but it's Bartz, is a wanderer who was just out minding his own business when that wind crystal shattered, and also a very large meteor fell out of the sky very nearby. And when he went to go check on it, he met up with Lena, one of our other characters here, who is the princess of Tycoon, daughter of the king who'd gone to go check the Wind Shrine and was going to look after her father because she was worried. We also, just outside the meteor, met Galif, an older dude who has amnesia and doesn't remember anything about himself. But we all decided to gang together and go check out the Wind Shrine. We did. We found that, yep, crystal's broken. But also we saw a vision of Lena's dad there, who said that the crystal has chosen us and to be its champions. So we collected some shards of the crystal, which gave us our first set of jobs. Because if this is your first time joining us, Final Fantasy V is one of the early job system Final Fantasy games, which makes it one of the most fun ones. Anyway, so we had our job. We ended up heading out to the Kingdom of Walls, where the water crystal had made them very flourishing. I'm trying to find the good word for that. Prosperous, I guess. We tried to talk to the king to get them to like stop overtaxing the water crystal, but we didn't really have time to achieve anything there before that crystal shattered. Also, we also very shortly after saw another meteor land, very similar to the first one, near the water shrine tower thing, and encountered a guard who is from a different kingdom, a fire-based land called Karnak, who said that they had been exploring a meteor near their kingdom and then woke up near ours. And so we went to go check out the meteor and found that there's a door to go inside the thing. And inside the thing, we stepped on a little teleport pad that warped us to the other meteor outside Karnak, which was convenient because we didn't have any other great way of getting there. So we went over to Karnak and we tried to get them to stop like overtaxing their fire crystal. That kingdom is just on fire all the time and no one seems to mind. They all seem way more like worried about a werewolf that came out of the meteor or something, and yet no one will explain or give us context for any of it. Their entire, like, they're just walking around open fires in their village day by day, and yet they care so much about this werewolf or whatever. I never understand Karnak, but we get thrown in jail because they accuse us of coming out of the meteor like the werewolf, which is where we meet Sid. Sid is also in jail at the time because he has been studying the crystals, and he was actually, I think, one of the guys who had kind of developed a lot of the technology that makes use of the crystals in this world. And he's now realized, oh no, we are making the crystals break. And so he like tried to stop it and then threw him in jail for it. But now they like the leaders of the Fire Kingdom, basically Karnak, want Cid's help because the steam ship that the fire crystal is held within is getting weird somehow. I think there's monsters or something. I don't remember. We try to go fix it and we don't. The fire crystal also shatters. When we get in there, we see the werewolf. The werewolf recognizes Galuf. And Galuf is starting to get some memories back a little bit, remembering journeying with like a little group of 3 others, remembering his granddaughter, Kryl. There's various other little things have happened here and there. The party ganged up. All right, I almost forgot Ferris. The party ganged up with Ferris pretty early on, who's a pirate captain. They were trying to figure out how to get to the Wind Shrine, so they tried to steal a pirate's ship from the pirate's harbor, which went up as badly as you'd expect. But it seems that Ferris and Lena have some common lineage because, like, Ferris has a similar necklace as Lena. Spoiler, they are related. Ferris, like, eventually the party also figures out, wait, Ferris is actually a woman who's, like, dressing as a man to, like, be able to, like, lead as a pirate in this world, and some kind of tasteless hijinks ensue, but the party has all come around basically to being like, hey, Ferris is cool, whatever Ferris, like, however Ferris is dressing or being, Ferris is cool, don't worry about it. Which is, honestly, for the era this game came out in, is about as the best you could possibly expect. So, now, we have teamed up with Cid, who, actually, goodness, we should get to the library. Cid got super depressed after the fire crystal went, like, shattered because Cid just felt like, I've doomed the world, oh no. And so he was just useless. So we went down to an ancient, sort of haunted library and found his grandson, the embarrassingly named Mid, who didn't even seem to care or notice that the library around them was haunted. We take Mid back to Cid. Mid, like, slaps some sense into his grandfather saying, hey, come on, let's work together. Let's make things work. And so the two of them worked to get the steamship running so we can actually sail around the world even though there is no wind. And that's basically where we're at now. We're kind of at this point in the game where the world opens up a whole lot and we can go a whole bunch of places. Moving the main story forward will probably happen a little while after a little exploration, checking various places out and seeing what sort of cool places we can find, what sort of little interesting cutscenes and animations and stuff we can manage to get footage of. Let's start heading in a general direction of the next place. Thank you for the Pichu. I'm not super committed to this exact party makeup, so we may switch it up down the road. I was just trying to get something that, like, had plenty of utility, but also just had a good full lineup of melee fighters who could try to burn through world map battles relatively quickly. Okay, we're leveling up. As soon as we get to level 20, we should go back to... all right, well, we're not there yet. As soon as we get to level 20, we should go back to the Ancient Library because that is where we can learn the Blue Mage spell, level 5 Death, which is going to be so vital for a grinding trick later. I think I might have grabbed that last time on the previous save we were using before. I don't think I have it this time, though, so that'll be a chore for us. And just testing to make sure my little record button works, and it does. Very good. So the thing is, we do want to be a multiple of 5 when we do that, because it's the only way it works. But we don't want the whole party to be a multiple of 5, because then, for obvious reasons, it won't work. So we need to manage to get hit by that move at a sort of a sweet spot, where some of us, but not all of us, are level 5. I do personally think that you should get the move even if you are not murdered by level 5 death, but that's why I'm not Hironobu Sakaguchi, and Hironobu Sakaguchi is. So here is the town of Jakol. Let's check it out. Ah, that good town music again. Wizard. This is the town of Jakol. We're a village descended from the survivors of the long ago destroyed kingdom of Ronka. Ooh. And yeah, dialogue in general is going to be a good bit improved from what we were reading in the previous streams. Not like night and day different, but it'll read a little better and be a little more like intelligible and stuff. Something sleeping underneath Crescent Island. My grandpa, who was always an adventurer, always thought so. My daddy's an adventurer. Thanks, kid. Did I talk to you yet? At the store, they're selling equipment they found in the cave to the north. That cave is dangerous. We're gonna go there next. I love that we do have Final Fantasy XIV players following me aplenty, because going through these old Final Fantasies is just a great old time seeing, like, anytime a name or something comes up and people are like, huh, I know that name. In a very different context. So, item shop. Do I need anything? I don't think they have anything new here. I think we're good. I'm trying to save up for when we, like, run into a spot with decent armor / weapons again. I feel like whoa, a lot of people up here. I feel like we're due for a upgrade to our equipment pretty soon here. There are lots of devices and strange mechanisms in the cave north of here. Presumably they were built by the ancients. Keep your nose out of trouble. No trouble will come to you. That's what I always say. Many adventurers seeking to strike it rich in the cave to the north gather in this pub. Yeah, this is all reading way better. The line of skull switches. If you wait patiently, the truth will be revealed. That will make sense later a little bit. If you climb the wall in the deepest depths of the North Cave, you'll come up outside. Neat. Hey, to get back to our most important side quest, let's learn piano. The treasure chests in the cave to the north have almost all been opened. There are even some that don't seem like there was ever anything in them. Some strange trick devised by the ancients? Hey, thanks for the 3 months, Dushkal. In your honor, we will learn piano. We're getting better. A lot better. Good work. Wow, Bartz, yeah, you definitely were doing some practice during the 2 months we were away. Good work, buddy. Wait, do I have to be over here to talk to you? What? You too? Oh, goodness. Hey, you out there in front of the TV? You too? Oh, okay, that's very cute. One more time. That is adorable. I love the silliness you can find in old games like this. Small child, how's it going? Have you ever heard of History Falls? It's supposed to be this huge waterfall. It sounds so cool. I wish I could go see it. Have you heard of Crescent Island, far in the east? It's this really weird shaped island. Cool. In fact, I might have a guess as to what its weird shape is. Hey, thanks for the 2 months, Angelina. I think some of this is new. Yeah, okay, we can get some new stuff here. That'll help a little bit. Sure. Stock up a little bit. That'll help. I do really love in, like, I think this might be the last Final Fantasy where it happens. It definitely stops by 7, but maybe 6 has something like this too. There were just places where Nobuo Uematsu did just straight up drop things from various like ballets and operas, just pieces of music. Like Swan Lake is in Final Fantasy 2 for no reason. It just, I guess because back then, like, you could just get away with it. I guess because public domain. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they also just weren't paying enough attention to that back then. But probably, they were probably aware, like, this is public domain, we can do it. It's just weird is all. Probably better get some of these things.
No.
How many of them, though? I don't know. After spending all morning watching Other Dan doing Majora's Mask Rando, I actually have to do my job now. Have fun, everyone. You have fun as well, doing your job. It's probably not going to be the most fun, but good luck. I guess I don't need to buy every weapon. I can't even use half of this. Got anything else for us, Charcoal Village? It's said that 500 years ago, our ancestors had a spectacular civilization. Ah, yes, the ancient ruins. I think it's better to let sleeping dogs lie, but you know young people. Beans in their ears. They do say that about the youth. Do you have magic I don't have? Possibly. Well, no, I think I actually might have all this. I think I do have all this. Yeah, that looks like all of it. We might be done-ish out here. Except I guess we can go in here. Anything in here? Whoop. Just some fun water to play in, I guess. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Philip. What translation is this? Fan adapted from the PS1 anthology? It is kind of a custom hybrid, in fact. It is basically built off of the kind of the original Final Fantasy V fan translation, but a custom ROM hacked of the ROM hack done by Ethan Budzinski, which kind of tries to add in some more text that's sort of from the. There's another like ROM hack translation that is a little bit more based on the GBA that like that some of this text is pulled in from. I think it's like the Legend of the Crystals fan translation. I don't think it's covering everything, but it's a lot. And a lot of the character names and stuff are like improved or like changed to more closely match what the characters are named now. But yeah, no, this is still underneath the translation changes. This is still the original Super Nintendo version of the game. Legend of the Crystals is the translation version. Thank you. Yeah, the Master Who there is the one who actually did the custom ROM hack, which I'm extremely grateful for. It's really like all I desperately needed was for Kryle's name to be spelled Kryle, and yet we got all kinds of other little bonuses on top of it, which I'm just loving. Okay, let's do a quick save out here because this cave can be dicey. Also, inside this cave, you may see how some of our very fast job leveling can go. Potentially. Let's see what we can get out of this place. So, if I hit a button... Nothing. If I hit another button... Yes. Okay, you see this exact configuration of squirrels. Normally, this gives you darn near nothing. With the little cheats that I've got set on, this exact configuration gives us like a lot of AP. I don't know if I actually have it still turned on. I may not. Nope, I don't. That's fine then. But that would give closer to 200 or something. Which is just a time saver for me so I can get better footage for the animation video I want to make. We do need to... Actually, I should swap Golliff's job right after this. Because there is another variant of the Nut Eater called, I think, the Skull Eater, who usually will just run away. Which is good, because if they hit you, they will kill you. And they're darn near impossible to hit with every job. Except one, at least at this level. Golliff, I'm going to need you to be... No, wait, you have... I think I have the... terrain ability. Great, yes. Okay, we're good. I need to be able to use the Geomancer skills, because that's the only thing that's going to be able to hit that squirrel. Did I do it? I don't think so. Okay, that's the one we're hitting. Hit it. I think I was too slow. I'm gonna need someone to be a thief now, so we can move faster. Or no, I just need to have that equipped. Dash, that's it. Cool. Okay. Watch for the button. Run to the button. Ha ha ha. What did the button do? Something, I bet. Hey, there's our guy. So, everyone but Golliff here is going to miss. No matter what they do. That's the best... I mean, the best outcome is managing to use a terrain skill to actually kill it and get 5... well, no, wait, you get the 5 ABP anyway. I think if you kill it, you also get a little money and experience, which is nice. But, really, that's the best outcome. You don't want it to try to hit you. That's not doing anything. You need Geomancer skills to hit those squirrels. Sentences your parents wouldn't understand. Listen, I barely understand what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm to click the chest. Okay, thank you. Glad we have some people who know Final Fantasy V better than me in the chat today. That's for the best. This chest or the other one? I'm gonna guess this one. After I get attacked by 3 squirrels. Squirrels, please. It's pretty darn cute squirrels. If a little large. There's a button in the chest. Push it. Door open. How about that Final Fantasy V encounter rate, huh? I hope you enjoy the first 5 to 8 seconds of all the music in every dungeon in this game. That is what you will hear. Effectively, the dungeon music for all these places is really just the menu music. A wide variety of menu music for Final Fantasy V. Because usually, the encounters happen way too fast and you don't get to hear any of it. Hello, Kurturp. Welcome. Thanks for the 3 months, Erikel. I've been bad at paying attention to that. To the feed of people subscribing and giving bits and stuff. Not a great streamer move. I'm told. Yeah, I really don't miss random encounters either. I was fine with them in their day, and there is still a nostalgia to it. Every time I go back to one of these older games for like at least the first several hours, but then after a bit, it does sort of like you sort of remember how like, okay, it would be nice though if this wasn't how it worked. It's just yet another thing that makes Chrono Trigger so great. Chrono Trigger is secretly the best. Well, it's at least one of the best Final Fantasy. Ow. Bad news. The squirrel has chosen violence. But also our ninja hit it? Wow. Ferris just saw red for a second there, and the squirrel died. Incredible. That's kind of not supposed to happen. Good times. Oh, crits auto hit, don't they? That's why. Okay, yeah. Ah, I forgot how that's how that worked. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is definitely my favorite of this generation of like Square JRPGs. Final Fantasy VI, for whatever reason, like I like it fine, but it does not hit me in the same way as it clearly does for lots of others, which is totally fine. Like, I don't think they're wrong to love it. It just it doesn't grab me the same way. Chrono Trigger absolutely does, though. That one is gold. It's better animation, too. Like, Chrono Trigger actually has animated enemies and such. It's wonderful. We will play it on Playframe someday. Guaranteed. Starting to feel bad for punching all these squirrels. Just a little bit. They probably did have it coming, but you've never played Chrono Cross? Is it good? It's complicated. Kind of no, but also kind of yes. Chrono Cross is just strange. It is legitimately one of the best JRPG soundtracks ever made. It is like Chrono Trigger's soundtrack is phenomenal. Chrono Cross's is beautiful. But it is also a much messier game. It is a much more complicated game. There are several design choices and changes they make with Chrono Cross that just don't work. There are like 40 playable characters in that game, very few of which actually get any development or have any story relevance. Their battle system is way too complicated. But it's beautiful looking, and the music is, again, gorgeous. Yasunori Mitsuda is just top tier. Always. Like, if you enjoy retro Square RPGs, And if you like Chrono Trigger, don't expect more Chrono Trigger, because it is very different. But even though it does share some vibes. But, it is definitely like an old school... Someone in chat just said it like a second ago. It feels like that kind of like old school, weird JRPG that Square used to make. And it's interesting. I want to do that one on the channel at some point too. Mostly because I want to revisit it, because I haven't played it since kind of within a few years of its release, and I'm real curious how that one hits now. Oh, thanks for the hydration reminder. That's a great idea. I've been talking a lot. Tends to happen when Final Fantasy comes up. Or Sonic, or... yeah. Carrie speaks true. Stretching is also a good idea. Thank you for the reminders. Is Final Fantasy VIII worth a play? That game, yes, that game is also complicated. You've heard correctly. Like Chrono Cross, it's got... I think it is more successful than Chrono Cross at a lot of things. I like Chrono Cross's music better, but like we're choosing between two extremely good things at that point, so that's entirely subjective. Final Fantasy VIII's quite good. Not every part of it works, but that's kind of true of most Final Fantasies. Very few Final Fantasies are like perfect all the way through. For some people, Final Fantasy VIII is pure joy. And I think, especially for people who can get into like the mechanics, if you like being able to break a game, like an RPG, like find some clever ways where you can really overpower yourself in some like roundabout interesting ways, Final Fantasy VIII is like, will let you do that in some wild ways. So easily. If you're just willing to dabble a little bit in some side systems. And that part is very fun. And there's a lot of story stuff in it that works pretty cool too. Not all of it narratively works as well as in some of the others surrounding it on either side, but 8 has a lot going for it. Have I ever played any of the Xeno games? Yes, I played Xenosaga way back in the day. I played almost all but the most recent ones, I guess, now that I actually think about it. I played Xenogears back in the day. I played all of the Xenosaga games and have not, like, I was fine with them in their day. I think now I would be miserable playing Xenosaga games. But they're an interesting thing. Xenoblade Chronicles I played like a good half of, and I think it was just a little too big, but it's still like fun. I like Xenoblade Chronicles. I have not played the 2 that followed it. Like I dipped into them very slightly just to check animation and stuff, but haven't actually like properly played. Glad it's still kicking around though. But okay, let's see. We've got our stuff. We got all healed up. I think we're all healed up. Mostly. Close enough. So, we are done with Jackhole Village and Jackhole Cave. Let us go to... I don't know, where should we go next? Again, we're kind of in that... The world has opened up. We can kind of go explore several other, like, optional towns and stuff at will if we want to at this point. We could go to Istory Village. We could go to Crescent. Someone mentioned Crescent Village. Let's go check that one out. I have no memory of what's there. I think that's just straight across the sea. Yeah, it's basically like that little flashing point in the bottom right. And the island that looks suspiciously similar to a crescent. Have I tried Live Alive? Live Alive? How do you say it? And I know that you guys have to type it, which is going to make that very complicated. Does anyone know how you're supposed to say the title of that video game? I've always wondered. I haven't played it. I'm glad it got a re-release now, though. That's cool. Live alive? I believe you. These are hard birds to hit. Like most birds, if you think about it. However you pronounce it is what you feel in your heart. That works for me. Cast ocean on the birds. Good enough. Sorry, now I'm reading chat. The Mana and Saga games were also pretty weird Square at one point. I actually think that anything that wasn't Final Fantasy was something they experimented with. I wish they'd do that more. Much like I'd like to see the old Enix in terms of weird like ActRaiser and Soul Blazer and Terra Nigma. Good old quintet games that just cobbled various gameplay mechanics together and said, is game. They definitely had some very weird going on. I still feel like Square puts out some smaller weird stuff. And even their large stuff, really, especially in comparison to much of the scene around them, is still pretty bonkers. But yeah, no, like that. I know what you mean though. There was a special strain of weird that Square and Enix especially were doing back in those old days. That didn't always hit, but boy, it was always interesting. How far off am I? Okay, we're getting there. I think we found... Yep. Crescent. Oh, here it comes! Another earthquake! What? Oh, jeez. What in the fire ship? Should I go check on that? It's sinking! No, my boat. That's really inconvenient for me. We live here now. Earthquakes often occur on this island, and when they do, whirlpools appear. So your boat was swallowed by a whirlpool, huh? Oh, excuse me. What rotten luck. I guess it must seem funny living here after a while. You have no choice but to laugh. Y'all really should put up a sign further outside your island that, like, hey, very dangerous for boats here. Oh, hey, Dan. Yeah, Final Fantasy V. Here's a new mount, and it's gone. Yep, that's the name of the game. This island is marvelous. Crops grow without us doing a thing, and even though it's hardly ever rains, we're never short on water. That part is great. I'm still kind of getting over the loss of boat, though. That's one strike against the quality of your island, I feel. There was a great harvest this year. Again, it's all thanks to the magical blessings within the soil on this island. Rich in wreckage of boats, I suppose. See this water? Even without much rain at all, it steadily flows up from under the ground. Sometimes I hear unusual sounds coming from underground. It's really unsettling. I saw a black chocobo in the forest, but he was too quick for me. Ooh. It's not a steam ship, but I guess it'll have to do. Do I... Nah, I'm good. I think these are all for jobs I don't yet have. Do they have a piano? I guess we should check, huh? To the inn! I guess usually they're in pubs, but first things first. Oh, it's also kind of a pub. Do you have a piano? Does anyone have a... Oh, this is the inn part. Do any of you have a piano? This is an item shop. Still good enough, I guess. It's fine. Does anyone know where I can find a piano? This old man's so interesting. Tell us a story about the ruins now. Or the ruins now, whatever. Supposedly there are ruins of the ancient Ronka civilization at the western continent. Strangely enough, things excavated from the ruins there have also been found on this island. Really? Hey, mister, what about the Chocobo story? Why don't you tell it to these people too? Are you going to tell me about that? Oh yeah, cool. The Black Chocobo is a creature that's born and raised in the forest. From what I know, they could fly, but only land in or take off from forests. It's thought that they're extinct nowadays. I really hope not. They're kind of my only hope for getting off of this very lovely freshwater moon-shaped island. The name Ronka is eliciting some very strong feelings from, I presume, the Final Fantasy XIV players in our audience. I've not dabbled in that particular... Wait, unless that's the Shadowbringers location. Is that what I'm thinking of? I think it is. Okay, yep. All the Final Fantasy XIV players are commiserating in ways that anyone outside that community cannot possibly understand. I think I've got all these too. Yeah. Does anyone own a piano? I must know. It's a bard's house. Hey! Excuse me, sir, or madam. I require your piano. Got better at the piano. Perfect. Okay, anyway, sorry. My name's Bart. You look like you're tired from traveling. I'll teach you a song. Great. Pretty sure I can't be a bard currently, but this invigorating song will gradually increase your HP during battle. Nice. Someday, when we can become bards, I'll remember that. Okay. Let's go see if we can find a bird. Y'all hit pretty hard out here. Maybe I better take this like more seriously. A little bit. I really love Final Fantasy V enemy designs. Look at Twin Lizard. Yes, it's true, Aqua Hibiscus. As in life, you can only really ever practice the piano once per instrument. Which is what makes it such an expensive instrument to learn. Ooh, it's a fun little, environment ripple. Like, I don't know if it entirely reads as like trees in the breeze the way they're kind of going for. It just feels like the grass is like weirdly alive, but cool effect though. I like it. Well, would you look at that? It's a chocobo, isn't it? Looks a fair sight different from the garden variety. Let me try to catch it. Bird, oh goodness, you're fast. None of you are gonna help? No? Okay. Got bird. 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 What? Looks like it's what you'd call a black chocobo. I thought they were supposed to have gone extinct. They're also supposed to have been able to fly. Guess we're gonna find out. Surprise, bird. We fly. With some good music. Or not. Oh no. Huh? Well, now take a look at this. What the? Bird, what have you been eating? Are these? Yes, these are pieces of crystal. I thought I spied a couple go flying astray when Karnak blew her top. These are them, I'll wager. I get it. That's why you couldn't fly, eh, kiddo? Well, it's okay now. This is the weirdest place we've gotten these. Bard and Hunter. There you go. Oh, gross. Ugh, gotta wipe these off. It should be good to go now, I hope. Ride bird? Ride bird. Bird dance. Good game. I'm to analyze the animation of this chocobo. It's really just like a few, so what? Kind of the same as like walking and running with any one of these characters. 2 frames facing forward, 2 facing up, 2 facing to either side. And in this case, actually, it might be, no, it's 2 frames. Wings going up and down. Very simple, but reads quite well. I do love the little feet clearly dangling from all angles. The little squinty eyes are very cute as well. It's quite good. And catchy tunes as well. Well, we've replaced our boat. Now where do we go? I guess we could go check out Istari Village. That one's still, like, reachable. So I think it's top... It's, like, opposite corner. Yeah. So very top left of the map. See up there? So to get there, we're going to go down and right. Trust me, it'll make sense. We do need to go back to the library as well, I think, for the story. This is a very good version of the Chocobo music. Where are we? Almost there. Cool. The map loops on every side, so that's how you can very quickly get to the opposite end. Is this Chocobo going to immediately drown? Hopefully not. We do go through vehicles real quickly, but hopefully the bird's going to be fine. I guess there are very few places this bird can land. Now that I think of it, might have been good to, is it any forest, or is it specifically like Chocobo forests? And if it's, like, will the bird stay here? Hey, it works, and the bird stays. All right. It works. That's very good. Carry with the jokes. I think you're right. I think this is where we would get Ramu. Maybe I should... All right, let's figure out what job configuration we want to do for some funsies. We do have some new ones, I guess. Bard. And, well, normal. Bard, what was the other one? It's like Archer, Ranger, something of that sort. There you are. Hunter, that's the one. So what do we want to be doing here? Let's get... Goluf being a... That's pretty cute. Little look. Both of them are really... I really love the sprite art in Final Fantasy V. Everyone looking a little bit different in each job. It's so good. All right, Goluf, you get to be Hunter for a little bit. Just for fun. Never stop learning, though. Oh, shoot, we need a ranged weapon for you. Maybe we can get one in town. Although, if we're gonna have to fight... Okay, if we're gonna have to fight, Ramu in here, maybe we should stick with jobs we know. This is a time for preparedness. Okay. Welcome to History Village. We're mere shepherds and have little use for the tools of war. That doesn't bode well for me buying weapons here, but... lively tunes. Nice house. Yeah, saving's actually probably a good idea. I don't think I did that out there. Or I might have, but if I did, I forgot. I have played, wait, hang on. If you summon Ifrit when you fight Rama, there's a special text, I think. Oh, that could be fun. All right, in that case, yeah, it'd probably be smart getting, Lena in here as like a healer anyway. So, be Summoner, who also has white magic and will be in pretty good shape, I think. Also, don't be in the front row, please. This is fine. Sure. Yeah, I did play some of Bravely Default, and I did like the job, again, the job system in that as well, and a lot about it was fun. The story and a lot of the story stuff was very not working for me, though, to the point that I just kind of fell off of it after a while. It's hard to make a job system game not fun, though. So, where's this fight a-happening? Hey, kid. I was going around and around the flower bed and I found something unusual. Did you now? And which one? Have you seen the big waterfall to the east? It's breathtaking. We call it Eastery Falls. The earthquake blocked the road to the waterfall. That's inconvenient. Oh, there's flowers. It's got so warm recently. I wonder why the frogs haven't been out and about. Frogs, huh? So... Frog! 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 The frog dropped something. Obtained toad. Hey, blue made spell. And now... Okay, well, that was fun. Final Fantasy V does have an awful lot of, like, well, that happened moments. Compared to other entries in this series. It's like one of the last just kind of straight up light and silly Final Fantasies, now that I think about it. Something resembling a strange old man's wandering the eastern woods. They say he can conjure thunder from thin air. Like Final Fantasy X-2 has a lot of silly in it, but it's not constant. It's like silly masking sadness. Or like, not even entirely just masking sadness, but like there's sadness underneath and trying to move on, and silly is kind of the chosen way that our heroes are trying to kind of like achieve that. It's kind of cute the way they do it, but it's not just out and out, hey, the earth opened up, here's a frog, it teaches you like a magic spell, bye. Stay away from the U on the western fence. She's got a bit of an attitude problem. Okay, now I've got to meet this U. Excuse me. Hello. Ba-ba. Kind of disappointing. I was led to believe that... Boy, if looks could kill. Yup. Oh, we got kicked. Ah, silly. Say, aren't you those folks who were on a journey to protect the crystals? I guess so. In that case, let me teach you a magical song. Thanks. The love song's a song about tender feelings. Music to soothe the savage beast, if you take my meaning. Cool. We just, oh. Well, hello. Hello, Lunar Jade and friends. Welcome. We're playing Final Fantasy V. Oh, it's Heather. I didn't know. Carrie and I both say hello, though. And welcome, everyone. Again, we're playing Final Fantasy V. I'm Dan. I make videos about the animation in Final Fantasy games, among other things. And I needed more footage for this one, so we're just playing it again. Walk into the waterfall. It's something passed down in my family from my great-great-grandmother. I wonder what she could have meant. It seems pretty straightforward, my guy. Also, weird family advice. Final Fantasy V has lots of very silly energy to it, if this is your first time. But welcome, everyone, and thanks for the raid. Heather, what were you playing? If you're still here. Well, there's a waterfall, but, life is strange before the storm. Oh, cool. Neat. How far in are you? I think I've only seen the beginning of... I don't know if I saw before the storm at all. I don't think I did any of that one. I kind of agree with y'all. This music is definitely like a good reason to not ever use any other form of transport. They don't have these good tunes. For real though, Rama, where were you hanging out, friend? A random encounter? Oh, just a random encounter in the forest. Oh, okay. I thought it was in the town for some reason. Silly me. Oh, you just finished up episode 2. Nice. Sorry, I'm bouncing between things. All right, Ramu. Let's save and then where are you at? I'm gonna cast Ifrit at you. Get us all a fun little Final Fantasy 16 preview, probably. These things are sturdy. These little mini dragons. Cute, though. Please, mini dragons, stop killing us. We're just trying to meet a lightning god and fight it, I guess, to... I don't have to explain myself to you, mini dragons. It's not going as smoothly as I would hope. I'm glad all of y'all are able to explain how the Final Fantasy franchise works in chat while I'm managing this. I don't think I could do both. I'm barely managing to do one. You know what, let's just leave. We don't need this. Many dragons can keep this forest. I am going to camp in it, though. Ramu? Nope, that's something else. Something kind of intimidating. What do you think of Arrow 2? Oh boy. How about a little Ifrit, though? It's probably not going to do much against the stone golem, but... yeah. Fine, here's a very large spell. Aqua Rake. There we go. That's something, kind of. Boy, this thing's sturdy. Ramu. Buddy. I'm not trying to fight all your neighbors, just looking for you. There we go. Now hopefully we not die. Ramu, I brought a friend. How long has it been since you and Ifrit got to hang? No comment, huh? Whoa, okay. Not using that sword on you anymore. I guess we'll keep using that. Quick. Actually, no, it will heal you in a second. Let's summon Shiva as well. Let's just see what happens. No comment, huh? Fine. I'll guard. I should probably just change the sword on him. On Bart's. Clearly this is gonna last long enough. Hey, don't do that. Let's see. Can I change this for, like... this a one? Or better yet, this a one? I hope. Did that work? It did! Great! I didn't realize I could do that without it, like, using my turn. That's cool. And we can still just miss, though. That's great. Barts. We're embarrassing ourselves. Where are our eye drops? There we are. Eye drops are the cure for sunglasses. That is unimpressive, Barts. And okay. Ramo, come on. Can we just team up? I've got stuff to do. What if I throw Sylph... Hey! Well, he wasn't hitting that hard anyway. What if I throw Sylph at you? Decent. Oh, you're not seeing very well right now. Oh dear. I don't love how those sunglasses keep appearing and disappearing off Ferris, making me think that the effect has gone away. Not helpful. Okay, let's use some more of these eye drops on the ninja who hits hardest. Weird sound for eye drops. Hey, a crit, that helps. We'll get there. Oof, really going through our magic here. Barts, you don't even have the sunglasses. You can still hit. Absurd. All right, I think Ifrit's going to be our main damage source for this one. Everyone else is too unreliable. Oh, he's there. We go. Oh, Ifrit, is that you? Bravo! Your power's grown. Most impressive. Well, then, that's that. I'll follow your lead. Great. I'm so tired of these sunglasses. Whew. Okay, well, that was something. Let's just use a tent. Pichu used flash. Have more sunglasses. Thank you, Pichu. Okay, we're back. We're back in functioning order. And I think, unless I'm mistaken, I think Ramu is like, unlike a lot of the other ones, is actually like an item you have to, yeah, like an item you have to use. There we go. We've learned Ramu. Good for us. Now, optimize, and I do feel like we should mix up our like little crew here. Maybe not throwing in all new jobs, but just get some variety going. Here, Bart, you be a berserker for a bit. A berserker who also can whoop. If you close your eyes while you fight, your opponent cannot blind you. Fair point, Zote. Can't argue with that precept. Is there a hype train going? There is, isn't there? Oh, close. Okay, goodness. I was about to say, what have y'all been doing while I was distracted, nearly dying fighting the beard? Finally, I can start paying attention a little bit. Yeah, why not? A berserker who learns. I like that. I'd watch that anime. Hype? Question mark indeed. Thank you for the bitch dash call. And the gifted subs as well, Scothgraw. Thank you very much. It's very generous of you. Enjoy the emotes, everyone. And yep, the train she go. You're all too kind. Thanks for the 3 months. Oh, great. Hold on. All right, hang on.
Thanks, pal.
I was going to resume video game, but then things started happening. Thanks for the 2 months, D&D and Path Nerd. And the gifted sub, a bit back, Arta Matthew. But also, 3 months from Debbie site. Just saying hi, the stream is too late for me. Fair enough. Thanks for popping in. But gracious, 10 gifted subs from D&D and Path Nerd. Thank you very much. You've startled Goofy. And also for the Pichu, of course. And the 2 months from EBWiz. Gracious, y'all. Y'all are entirely too kind. And Baha Bali, you as well. Thank you very, very much. It's really okay. This is getting out of control. Brave Othello, thank you. Also, very generous from both of you.
Well,
10, hang on. 5 gifted subs from Baha Bali, thank you very much. And from Brave Othello, 10. Thank you ever so much. Gracious.
boy,
It's my own fault for bringing up the hype train, I suppose. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Thanosi, as well. Goodness. Enjoy all the emotes, everyone. And the not ads. I mean, we don't really run a whole lot of ads here, but all the same. Oh boy. You kind goofs. What was I doing? Job changes, right. Summoner was fun, but what if something else? What if, I don't know. I do like the mediator look. Partly just because it looks like a really, like, cozy dressing warm for the winter.
well,
Winter suit sort of thing. Thank you also. Thank you also for the 5 subs. For 5 gifted subs, rather. Entirely too kind and generous, the lot of you. Wait, did you do that twice? No, it's just popping up on my feed weird. The fact you did it once is already some nonsense. You are all lovely. Thank you very much. And hey! Thank you very much for the donation, Arta Matthew. You are great, and I love how much joy you and Carrie and the rest of the crew bring to us. Y'all are too kind.
nah.
Entirely. Zote's unimpressed, but that's just Zote. You goofs. Out of control. I know, right?
I look away for a moment, Heather.
Mm-hmm. That's how I felt. Too kind. Anyway. Lana outfits. That's what we're doing. Lana really does have some of the best outfits. Some of the best looks.
Thanks, pal.
Bahabali. We've been through this. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, though. Out of control, all of you. We're going to be a red mage, I've decided. A red mage who dimensions. Like you do. Let's go ahead and get Golf into being a hunter, though, finally. We threatened to a little bit ago, and then we stopped because we were afraid. And for good reason, we were fighting a lightning god. But now, we're not doing that anymore. So, no reason not to be a hunter. Chaos Carry. Thank you as well for your generosity with the 5 gifted subs. There can't be a whole lot of people left to give subs to. There can't be. There's no possible way. Just, like, I'm doing the math in my head, and again, drama major, but looking at it now, I feel like we're running out. Okay. Thank you as well for the gifted sub, Arta Matthew. Y'all are too kind. And I'm going to hydrate because I was reminded to. Thank you, Seth. Bahabali, just kind of making sure that everybody's got their sub, just to be sure. Y'all are a sweet bunch, for real. Golif, what should you do as a backup thing? Maybe you should still have some, like, magic handy. We've got our Berserker who learns, so you don't have to cover that part, but, like, maybe... there's just still gifted subs happening. Here and there. Just getting the stragglers. As well as the Pichu. How dare you challenge our ability to shower you with kindness? Yeah, no, I should know better. I've lost this fight before. Don't know what I expected. Let's... Here, let's not get attacked from behind anymore. That'll be nice. No, actually, here, that'll more fun. Terrain. We'll keep terrain in the lineup. Just in case we don't have a bow for Golif. We need to get Golif a bow. Not a super ideal hunter without the ranged option. Seems okay. Hold on, what? Things are still going. A lot. So thank you for the gifted sub. Ed is everywhere. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Space Deer, like, wait, hang on. Space Deer Edith. Good name also. Very kind. Also, thank you for the 2 months, Albatross. And the gifted sub, Zorlark Dark Soul, and also the gifted sub, Midnight Skies. Become as sub. Yeah, apparently that's the theme of tonight. Man. Did we need a new record? Oh boy. Oh boy. Thank you, Bahabali, for the gifted sub and for the 5 Albatross. This.
Well,
Oh boy. I'm scared to say words. There's a level 8. Yeah, the hype train. The hype train goes to 8. That we can confirm. Thank you for the 2 months, Potion Lit. And also... also the gifted... Okay. Also the gifted sub... Is it a race now? Also the gifted sub from Tunica Fortis. And 5 more from Scuffgraw. And another one from Bahabali. And the 300 bits from Seth, thank you. You're all so kind. Frighteningly so sometimes. You all are great. And I appreciate the lot of you a great deal. Even if you weren't doing all this nonsense, it's fun having a group of folks to just like sort of play games around and hang with and talk entirely too much about Final Fantasy, Sonic, Kingdom Hearts, and various other things with. I enjoyed a great deal. Paris, who are you going to be? Yours is a fun hunter look as well. Fun Mystic Fun Mystic Knight. Also the Pichu, of course. Let's do the Mystic Knight. Mystic Knight's fun. Mystic Knight, who can also counter. Dan, please stop being surprised we support you building a cool, chill, inclusive community. Well, fair enough. And trust me, I appreciate it immensely. And I'm not going to tell you to stop because I think that would make it worse. Oh, hey, trains go to level 9 now. What won't they think of next? Y'all goofs. Let's find Gallifа Bow before I forget. For some reason. Yeah, no, thank you for the bits, Dushcall, and you're right. Definitely not stopping. It keep go. You are all lovely. And really kind. I am very happy and frankly honored the lot of y'all are here. And that you enjoy the stuff we make so much. Like, that really is incredibly flattering.
Thanks, pal.
I wasn't talking to you, Goofy, necessarily, but you're welcome too, Goofy. I also am glad you're here. You're lovely, also. Thank you for the 5 more gifted subs, Arta Matthew. This really is a top-tier Chocobo theme. I agree. This might be one of my favorite ones. There's a lot of good ones to pick from, but, like, it's so catchy. Donald as well. We can't leave Donald out. Can't possibly leave Donald out. Ever. Oh, this has helped fix early crummy night. I'm glad. I mean, it wasn't a crummy night for me, but it's also somehow, like, fixed my night as well. Wait, they don't have bows here. Hang on. I'm in the entirely wrong place. I should go back to Crescent.
Whoa.
Hang on. You've made Mario Striker's Daisy uneasy. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob Ollie. Here's some more bits. Out of control.
Whoa.
Carrie and I both like that sound a whole lot. Thank you for the gifted sub too, Chaos Carrie. Y'all are reminding me of some sound effects I put in here that I forgot about. Where am I? Distracted. a little north of where I meant to be. Let's keep going. Fair point, MDH writes. That's a fair point, and I will try to remember. If I could remember to actually, like, think before I said things, like, then I would probably not say all the things that then immediately incite karma when I play. Y'all are about to get plenty of that in the playthrough coming up next week. That starts off next week. And I've only recorded 4 of them. All right, Bird, park in your home forest. I need to buy a weapon for our hunter, who just has a dagger, which is kind of embarrassing. Wait, they don't even sell weapons here, do they? No, they do. They do. They do. Okay. I was thinking of the other spot. There's another random village we should still go to. Like, we were doing all kinds of stuff that's not really the main plot right now. But it's a bunch you can do. I don't know which of these is best, but... I don't know, Galif, what are you feeling? Thunder? Perfect. Okay. Boom, all right. We got us a party. I guess they are all elemental. It probably couldn't hurt having more. I don't know if I'm actually going to be playing Bard or Hunter super often, though. Realistically. I'll probably swap him to something else before too long. I'm just getting in some variety for fun. For real, thank you all so much for that hype train, though. That was a little out of control. And kind of disorienting. I guess as a hype train really would be, if you think about it. But thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. I'm glad y'all are all having fun, because I am too. Now let's go to... Ooh, yeah, let's go to... What's the town called? It's Rick's Village. Which is not spelled like... It's not like as in a guy named Rick. Like his... Like the village owned by Rick. It's spelled like... I don't even remember. Like R-I-K-K-S or something like that. But you can think of it as the village owned by Rick if you want to. Maybe if we're lucky, we can meet Rick. And compliment him on his very nice village. Hello, I'm Rick. This is my village. Or Licks also works. It's kind of fun, like, because so many of these, across all the translations of the game, fan translation and official, there have been various, like, spellings for a lot of these places. Most of them have at least 2. Some of them have 3. It's pretty fun just sort of like saying, all right, which one are we going to get? I love it. Okay. You're Bart's. Oh, wow. You guys, Bart's is back. Oh, right, it's Bart's hometown. Oh, is Licks the official translation? Nice. It does sound less silly than Rick's village. Home of Rick. It's one more gifted sub sneaking in there. Don't think I didn't see visiting from the VODs. Boy, some people who weren't able to join for this stream are gonna be coming back to a real surprise. Next time they join us. Hey, little optional story bit. Bart, why the long face? Ferris. Stella, R.I.P. This is my mother's grave. Huh. Is that so? I was born in this village. My mother died when I was little. After that, I left on a long journey with my father. Then, 3 years ago, my father became ill. Now they're together. The memento bag is laid at the grave. Here rests Dorgon with his dearly beloved wife, Stella, R.I.P. Dad's last wish was to be laid to rest next to Mom. He was a strong man. Your father must have cared about his family a lot. It must have been nice. Ferris? Aye, a strong man he was. Now then, may as well be getting back and all that. I don't think you ever have to come up here and see that. See little scenes like that. Now that I think about it, yeah, a lot of the cutscenes that flesh out Bart's are entirely optional ones, aren't they? Who else do we have to talk to up here? Guy? Guy? Bart? You've been gone for a long time. Come back to see the old hometown, have we? Please stay as long as you like. Oh, thank you. I remember when your father fell ill. It was such a shame. You took it all in stride, Bart. Still, it must have been awful. Thanks for bringing it up. Literally everyone in town. Hey, Bart, long time no see. I still remember goofing around with you when we were kids. And now so do I. Nine, 10. Ready or not, here I come. He's never gonna find me. Not anymore. I don't know if y'all could actually hear Carrie. She was asking if everything was pink because we were seeing the pass-through rose-colored glasses. Oh, boy. Help! Somebody! Help me! Some say Bart's is still on that roof to this day. Yeah, way back in the day, you were always terrified of high places from then on. We were so innocent back then. Hard to believe that I'm going off to study as a scholar soon. Not really, you've already got the haircut, and the costume too, I think. I think you look literally like every other scholar in the video game. So you're basically there. You're ready. Oh hey, are you a bard? Do you want to teach us songs? You used to live here, didn't you? Must bring back a lot of memories for you. Well, feel free to have a look around. No? Okay. But I will have a look. Yeah, this is literally my house, isn't it? Yeah, this is my old house. Nice of you to let me look around, though. We found a little music box. Is he asleep? Doggone, why do I get the feeling that you're leaving? I'm not, don't worry. My spasms have started to calm a bit, but I want us to live together as a family from now on. I know. Well, let's get to bed now. You need to get better. Thanks. Now let me do one more thing I need to finish. You really are leaving, aren't you? So you were awake. Are you gonna go protect us from the bad guys again? Well, that's Daddy's job. Take me with you. You stay at the house with your mother, and you keep this a secret from her, all right? All right. Well, time for bed. Stella, you need to rest too. Stella?
Stella! Do it. Do it. Do the streetcar named Desire yell.
Ah, yes, everyone's favorite meme. Hip with the kids.
Shut up.
Stella!
He did it.
It's really wild, actually, the more I think about it, that the main character, well, your main playable character in the game is someone whose, like, story is entirely optional. Quite sad, but, like, not required whatsoever. And the rest of the time, they make him, like, a comic relief goofball. Like, I would feel like that was kind of brilliant if it was a side character, I guess, who you thought, like, there's not really a whole lot of story to them, and then if you go do optional exploration, you find out a lot about them, and it's like, oh, wow, there's a lot more to you than I thought. And it is kind of cool having that happen with your main guy, but should that be optional, I wonder? I don't know if it really makes it better or worse, especially with a game this old, like, before the times of modern conventions about these things, but, like, it's interesting. Oh, we can get something from the bard now? Okay, well, let me check. Did he remember his duty as bard to teach me songs when I walk up to him? He took an oath when he donned the hairstyle. It's a pleasant melody. It's reminded me of a nice poem. I'll dedicate this song to your parents' memory. Learned charm song. That's kind of cool. I like how you learn so many songs just literally from bards in the world in this. That's a lot less gamey than these usually are. In a really cool way. Anyone else? Oh, guess there's a shop. Your father did so much for us. Now you get the Licks Village discount. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow, they sell ethers here. Let me grab some other things. Do I need more tents? Yeah, I could probably use a couple. I've burned through a lot of my savings. Well, not really savings, just the money I'd accrued leveling up through the game so far, prior to the stream. But I don't think there's much to upgrade here yet anyway. Well, these are all throwables, aren't they? Ninja's an expensive job. I think we might be done in this village. I think the next one I want to go to is... I think something's supposed to happen in Walt's village. We could go back there. And then I think to move the story forward, we need to go check on Sid and Mid. So... Waltz is going to be this away. Loosely. I think I went too far. Hang on. Where am I? Lost. Oh no. Yeah. Nope, wrong. Way off. Way northeast of here. Baja Bali just can't help themselves. You developed a taste for the sub-gifting life. It's very kind of you. Again, thank you. All right, Bert, hang out in the forest. I know you love your woods. All right, some of y'all are making some good jokes here. Oh yeah, Ninja really can sneak up on you and take all your money. That'll happen. Ah, I do like castle walls. I love this big water castle thing. It's so nice. There's a rumor that a treasure sleeps in the basement of this castle. That's what I'm coming back here for. That basement was so dangerous before. I bet I could survive it now. Let's find out. Oh, is it in that basement? Or do I need to go through? I think it's this way. Nope, that's how you get to Shiva. Yeah, a save first is probably smart. Probably smart. All right. This time. We're going down into a basement where it's easy to die, or at least it was. Maybe not as much this time. Let's find out. Do we get murdered? Oh, we get snuck up on. That's not what you want. And they do still hit hard, but I think as soon as we're in like a proper fight, pointed the right way, well, that's not what you want. Rough start, but let's try again. Ooh. Gonna keep doing that, huh? Let me make sure somebody's got the don't get snuck up from behind on skill. Not super loving the getting snuck up from behind on. Faris, if you don't mind. Well, I thought that Galuf had that. No, I almost put it on Galuf and then I put something else. Faris, please keep us cautious. Thank you. So, oh. Well, that wasn't so bad. This place was a lot smaller than I expected. Oh, does this place have sneaky hidden paths? Okay, that would explain some things. That guy's hard to hit. Have some fire? Nope. At least you can get bonked, but, gracious. Well, we're all very mad. Hey, but we managed to kill it. That's nice. And you get 1 gil for that. Come on, game. Let's... Brr. Top off. Okay. All right. If we're going to be running into just nothing but those, it would be probably good not to have this equipped. Yeah, maybe we should change you to something magical. Well, no, magic was not working out for me. I'm changing you to a thief because I think that's just going to help in general in here. You can still be learning. And we're just going to find out what happens. All right, where are those hidden paths? Boy. I think, like, that'll hit, but yeah, like, elemental damage seems to just heal that thing, so let's just not get in a fight. Does the thief not have the hidden passages thing by default? I thought they did. It's pretty dangerous down here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do as well. I'm just not seeing anything down here. Oh, that's an easy thing to test, right? Here, we'll, passages. It's like a level 1 thief ability. You should be doing that already, but just in case it's not showing up yet for some reason. Menus, menus, menus. Stop getting hit and attacked by these. We can't fight back very well. They're very mean. Ouch. Still ouch. Dang. Keep running, team. Faster, team. Team. Get it with terrain. Didn't work. Guys, we're not running very good. There we go, finally. Jeez. I'm not sure there's passages to see down here. Seems like there should be more here than there is, but I guess we've grabbed some stuff. So, Oh, welcome, Dipsy-Koo. Brought here by the Kingdom Hearts series? Well, enjoy. There's lots of that. or if you have watched it already, I'm glad you enjoyed it, I guess. But welcome. Yeah, you should not stay a hunter. That's not helping anybody right now. Let's go with you being sure. Oh, I see. Okay. Pretty good. It's a water castle. Are there passages to see? Very good. Okay. Yeah, I had not spotted that. The passage drops a sweet katana. Okay. Well, we've got to find the passage is the problem. Hopefully we can. Especially with more healers not even trying to get in fights. We're probably a little ambitious. Wandering around this place. Even at this level. Oh boy. Here, while we have a moment, I'll do that hydrate and stretch. That was recommended. Both good ideas. All right, all right. Hydrated and stretched, all refreshed. Let's see. Let's also get...
Thanks, pal.
Gracious. Thank you, Baha Bali, for gifting even more subs. Goodness. Trouble indeed. Carrie agrees.
You think you're doing it on purpose.
You know, I think you're right. I think they are doing it on purpose. But thank you very much. And enjoy the emotes, if there's anyone still here left who was not yet gifted a sub. All right, summoner and there. Okay. Maybe there's some other job that'll be hitting with. I haven't tried like just as a monk going in or like. Yeah, let's just try like punch as monk. That might work. That might do something. Baha Bali just can't stop, won't stop on the sub gifting. Okay. There's got to be passages or something down here, and I got to find them. I don't know where. Gracious. They do hit hard, and are hard to punch, and then don't take damage from punching. When might Dark Road get covered? I'm guessing since it would be a story mode thing that you likely won't do it until you're caught up on 14, but I'm curious about your thoughts. Oh no, we'll definitely do Kingdom Hearts Dark Road before 14 is done, because the 14 thing is kind of a never-ending situation. So that one will happen. Probably sooner. Well, I don't know exactly when it will come, but early next year is my thought. I've been recording it. I've actually recorded most of it at this point. I had to do it in small little installments over a good stretch of time because it's an idle game and you can't really do that all at once, can you? Oh, there's nothing else down here in this part of the castle? Oh, good. We can leave. Let's escape. This place sucks. It's very mean down here. Let's flee. So much. Run. Okay. We have escaped. Whew. All right. That was a mess. Let's get out of here. Thank you also, Zorlok Dark Soul, for gifting a sub as well. Not to be left out. Did I backtrack to Tycoon? I did. I can't remember if I did that on stream previously. I have done that on this save, though. And in case it was in case it wasn't on stream previously, basically what happens is you can go back to Tycoon, and while your characters are there, Lena asks Ferris if they're, like, related. Are they, like, family? And Ferris denies it and runs off, but Lena, knowing that they still have like really similar pendant and having a hard time thinking of any reason else why that would be, is not convinced. That's basically it. Okay, let's restock on a couple of these because we lost a couple. Need a lot more eye drops because we've spent some of those. And we need to get all of our life back. That would be nice as well. How many more expansions do you think there are going to be before Final Fantasy XIV story mode catches up? Fair question. At this point, we started the playthrough just before Endwalker came out. We've now done the base game and the first expansion. 3 remain. I am guessing the next expansion will come out. No, the next expansion will definitely come out before we catch up. But hopefully I will manage to catch us up before the one after that does. Probably, because by that point we're looking at like 2-3 years in the future. I can get caught up in that time. We're still a good ways off from the next expansion happening, and I really did, so, like, we started it very soon before Endwalker dropped, and we're still, like, probably at least a year out from another expansion happening, at least. I like our odds, but because it is also kind of like a playthrough that can be never-ending, I'm not in any, like, I'm not in a bonkers rush. I'm only in a rush insofar as I want to be seeing... I want to show off a lot of very good story that's coming up. I'm eager to get to Shadowbringers. And Stormblood. Like, I'm eager to see Stormblood, too. But we got a bonus playthrough coming up. So we're going to be doing a bonus playthrough starting on Monday. And so it's... Derman stuff will have to come back after that. So I can't do both. It is impossible. Derman Diaries. That is pretty good. Derman Diaries is a good name. Zorlark Dark Soul sneaking in another one. Hey, Bryson Robot is here. Bryce, I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but thank you very much for, like, the ROM hacking work that you and Ethan both did. Yeah, like, I really appreciate it. Okay, you have been around. Good. Okay. Okay. I think it's time to change our jobs. We just scrambled to job changing a whole lot in an effort to survive, and I don't think this is what we're wanting to actually stick with. We can keep Bart's the Thief going, though. That could be fun. And you don't need passages, though. That's redundant. Go with learning. As soon as anybody gets to level 20, remind me. We need to bolt for the, How far away are we from getting to level 20? Because once we get there, we need to learn a skill. We need to go learn level 5 death before we all become level 20, because then that will become challenging. For a number of reasons. Oh dear. Chat won't stop being nice to Carrie.
You should yell at them.
I'm not going to yell at them for that. That would be ridiculous. They can be nice. There's no law stopping them from being nice. She is flustered. Honestly, I have been somewhat flustered this evening, but for different reasons. Hunter, and equip, terrain, and all right, back on track with the whole thing we were trying to do earlier. Let's do a save. And let's go to see Sid and Mid. See what those two nerds are up to. Y'all are getting pretty creative with the emotes. Just quiet little Carrie growls from her side of the desk. So, where are Sid and Mid? Probably the library, yeah. Probably the library. Let's go. Let's go find the library. Which is... okay. Who you're gonna call both flustered. Pretty good. Pretty good. Akaitana. You've definitely gotten Carrie in a giggle fit. Hang on. One of my favorite moments in any Playframe video is when Dan Jones told you to kill an NPC in Dark Souls 2 and you mentioned you needed an angel on your other shoulder, and on cue, Carrie put in God rays and a halo and wings in the phrase, "No one would know, Daniel." It was fantastic. That was definitely still one of the best Carrie bits. It was a very good bit. Sid and Mid. Squad. Hey, you're back. Sid, I'm sorry, but the fire ship was lost somehow. I don't know what happened. I see. It's no big deal. We can always build another fire ship. Moreover, I have news. We've located His Majesty, the King of Tycoon. What did you say? It seems that he was last seen in the town of Karnak. From there, he traveled into the Desert of Shifting Sands. Desert of Shifting Sands? It's the desert that lies west of this library. It's unusually volatile, flowing just like a river. It's a nearly untraversable natural obstacle. However, it's rumored that the ruins of an ancient city lay beyond. Wait, if it's untraversable, then how did King Tycoon... I'm afraid I couldn't tell you. What we heard was rather unsettling. The witnesses we spoke to said that his body seems to be floating through the air. Floating? Father, what are we lollygagging around here for? Let's get a move on to this here shifting sandland on the double. Weren't you even listening? The man just said it was untraversable. We'll find a way. Ferris is right. Let's give it a shot. And off we go. So, where is Sandland? Ah, I think I found it. Oh, we're gonna have to park further out. I just realized, because there's not a forest in sight. Where you can park one of these lovely little chocobos. So, there we are. Boy. All right, we hike then. Let's do a save. We haven't done that in a little bit. Makes me nervous. That is the problem with deserts. Not a lot of forests. Never a forest in the desert when you need one. Whoa. Bars, did you just silence that bee? To what end? We made it to the desert! Which does look pretty cool. Really using the Super Nintendo to maximum effect, getting that sort of like heat warbling effect here. Looks real nice. I'm not sure this is mode 7, actually. That might be. But I think that I think they might be doing some, I don't know the actual term for this. I think they might just be doing something that is basically kind of like cycling which colors are appearing. They're doing something technical. I'm not sure it's mode 7, though. There's like... I've learned a lot about how retro graphics worked, but I've definitely hit like a threshold. Palette cycle might be what I'm looking for. It might be a palette cycle thing or like some sort of palette animation trick. It's really cool, whatever it is. This doesn't really look good. Oh. Just a moment. Don't give up so easy. There is a way that we could construct a makeshift bridge. It's kind of dangerous, but that doesn't seem to have stopped you all yet. Why not give it a try? First, we can use a device which will draw the attention of the sandworm that lives in the desert. And if you can defeat it, then you could use its body to walk across the quicksand. So when you say dangerous, you mean dangerous for us. Ha! Point taken, but you ought to be used to it by now, wouldn't you say? That's fair. Are you ready? Yeah, okay. By the way, I read that it'd be unwise to use magic against the sandworm. Be careful. Here goes! You could have said that before ready. Mid. This is why we call you this. It is palette cycle? Okay, thank you. That palette cycle's the term. Ah, worm. It's not the best party makeup to not be attacking with magic damage, but... we'll see how it goes. Does terrain count as magic? Let's find out. We're kind of getting countered here, so that does suggest maybe to be careful with that nonsense. Or if we're not getting countered, then... well, it's still mean. Thank you, Pichu. Okay, so we need to be whack-a-moling this thing, seems like. Yep. Okay, good. Still there. I am a little worried that our thunder element crossbow here is not going to do... okay, no, actually it's doing great. That's great news. Less great news is the status of Bart's. And we're all going real slow right now. Feels like. You know what? Just do an attack. Oh boy. Hit it. Yeah, this fight's rough. I wonder if the I wonder if the no magic applies to the magic sword trick as well. Probably, which is gonna make me regret casting this, but you never know. There we go. At least Galuf is very slowly getting damage in. That's something. So, Moment of Truth. Ferris, or not. Never mind, I guess you'll miss. Not useful. Shoot it! Whew. Dicey. How goes it tonight, Tristan Wolf? A little stressful at this exact moment, but otherwise, pretty good. But a pretty darned good night. It's nice being back to Final Fantasy V, and... Okay, we're not punished for that. Great. I mean, it wasn't spectacular in terms of damage either, but we live. It'd be really nice to have Bart's back in the fight. A little bit. Why don't we... Cure 2. Ferris, you can do a Phoenix down. Bart, you can't nap right now. There's a large worm. Just chipping away. Bit by tiny bit. If I can get some haste on Golf, then Golf can be shooting it way more often, which is going to help immensely. Fight it. Okay, we're getting an offense again, finally. That part's good. Hey, all right, there we go. Goodness, that could have gone smoother. Amazing, you did it. Now I can get through. Worm Bridge. Sid, Mid, while we're gone, can you look after the black chocobo that we left in the forest? We'll see to it. Be careful. Be safe. How we doing, party? Kind of okay. Could be better. Would probably be better for me to put Lena on one of our better back row magic-y jobs. Because it's not like we're over-leveled for our current situation. Still dangerous out here. There we go! Sort of. He silenced Sand Killer. Oh, Aspect Gaming, you'll tell me about some plans you have for a story mode-based Minecraft map on Discord. Interesting. I'd be curious to hear about it. Sorry, I'm occasionally my attention is split when things get a little tense in the battles. Kind of occurs to me if we start hitting level 20 in the desert here, that's not going to be optimal. But, well, we're here now. Sand Porky. What a name. Yeah, I really love that effect. The palette cycling stuff that they're doing on the background back there is really cool. Like, especially on this screen, it feels like it just gives you a really rad little ripple effect. Ah, good night, Luke, Mileto. Yeah, if it's 2 a.m., then that's a very good time to be going to sleep. Thanks for joining. And you, was there somebody else who was also going to sleep at this moment? No, just them. But good night. Let's see. Maybe this way? I'm gonna get real lost in this desert. I wonder if whenever we finish 5, and we'll probably take a while at the rate we're going of just like 1 or 2 streams a week. But I wonder if we should launch like right into 6 afterwards. Might not hurt with like this game fresh in mind. Being able to do the comparison of the two. Can I explain palette cycling from a technical perspective? I'm mostly familiar, or modestly familiar with some basic graphical techniques, but I've never heard of it. That one is one that's outside of my, like, wheelhouse. I think it is doing something which is basically having any given tile in the background pull from a different bit of data. Like, the data for the tiles in the background are all the same data that's all loaded in, but like which color each pixel in each tile is pulling in is like cycling between several values kind of all at once. So, or like the palette itself is cycling through some values, so it's resulting in an interesting effect here. It's something that is unfortunately a bit beyond my understanding to the point where I can't explain it super well, but it's a clever, it is a clever technique that they use even back in the NES days to great effect to get sort of simple movement like this in the background without having to use sprites to do it, to where it could still be something happening on the background layer. Someone who's way more familiar with what they're talking about would be able to explain that far better, but... How are we... Oh, a sand bear. It's a bear who... Is it like a bear made of sand, or a bear that simply enjoys hanging out around sand? Or, ow. It's a pretty fun-looking bear, either way. A bear that's rough and gets everywhere. I guess a lot of bears are like that, if you think about it. Team, we're a little low on health here. Okay, then this away, and then down, and I think we made it. We made it. Yeah. Ah, geez, one of these things. I should probably run. Run and use a tent so that Bards can stop being dead. I'm gonna create a save, but a new one. just in case I regret being outside of range where I could learn level 5 death. Because I don't know what I'm committing to going this way, or how long I'll be away. Alright, seems like somebody in chat is actually explaining this way better. So, the video rendering doesn't know that, like, say, this sand pixel is yellow. It knows that that particular pixel is assigned a color number, and it's got a table that it looks up that number and then sends a color signal. The clever thing they're doing is swapping not the number, but the table it's using to look up the color, and it creates this illusion of movement without actually animating anything. That's a really good way of putting it and explaining it. Thank you, Taliesin. That's way better than I could have done. And now Fearless Sun's coming in and also giving, like, another version, which is actually probably, like, together, these are going to be a full, complete explanation here. Let's see. The way sprites work in these systems is a kind of paint-by-numbers scheme. All the pixels are in the same arrangement, but it can shift how those pixels are colored using something called a color lookup table, or a CLUT. Systems would... Not a cult. Systems would do things like use different CLUTs to conserve memory by making different colored versions of sprites, like Mario and Luigi having the same sprites but different CLUTs to make them red and green, respectively. If you have a bunch of CLUTs, you can cycle through. So, like, yeah, but, like, same explanation with just a little more detail. But, yeah, that actually clarified it a bit for me as well. I was pretty sure that was generally how it worked, but... yeah, that was helpful. Thank you. The both of you. Ooh, a place. It has been fun learning about how retro graphics works. Like, there's still... I still feel like I've only scratched the surface or learned, like... or, like, I'm only halfway up the learning curve to get the full extent of it. Some stuff is still definitely over my head, but that's kind of the fun with retro hardware and retro graphics. It's so relatively simple that you actually kind of can gain a somewhat decent passing understanding of how it all works, even without being, like, a programmer by trade. Understanding game graphics now is a lot. A full-time job. Several full-time jobs now, basically. Some of them very well paid. Okay, let us check out a place. Ooh, a ruined city. Is this the ruined city that Sid and Mid were talking about? Sure looks it. Yeah, don't worry, Aspect Gaming. I'll get in touch with you about the Discord and idea and all that post-stream. Neat-looking place. Bit empty, though. I guess I appreciate not getting attacked. That part's nice. Hello. Oh. Hey. Someone's here. Wasn't that King Tycoon? King. We're looking for you. Hey, are you a ghost? Hey. King. Guy. Hey. Stop sneaking. Pretty good stealth rolls for royalty. Hey. Father. Is it really you? Hey. Ah, dang. Sarissa? You're Sarissa. You're my big sister. I'm sorry, Lena. I didn't know what to say. Where did you just get that from, Lena? Did you hit your head? I'm a little curious. I don't know. It's a real sudden realization. I guess we just needed to fall down a good pit. That was pretty sudden. But you know what? I guess you recognize the king, but I would think a lot of people would recognize the king. Wait, did Ferris say father back there? She said, is it you? But yeah, I guess, like, Lena's been suspecting already, so that might have been kind of enough for Lena to be able to connect dots and say, it's like, I knew it. Yeah. Sarissa, or Sarissa? Probably, something more like that. Sarissa, Lena. Caliph, you alright? You stuck? Parts, are you alright? Parts is okay. Well, anyone want to take a guess where we are? It's like nothing I've ever seen before. Wait a minute, isn't someone missing? Yeah, now that you mention it, where's Galif? He must have been separated from us when we all fell. Gosh. Well, I'm sure he'll turn up sooner or later. That's it, let's get moving. Oh dear. Hey, what's the big idea, leaving me to rot like that? Sorry. Goodness, Final Fantasy V really loves its little antics. I like the look of this place, too. I also have a sneaking suspicion we are definitely going to become level 20 as a group before we manage to get back. I wonder what this is. Whoa. What is happening? It's gonna collapse. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Arakondal. Meanwhile, a lot is happening. Chocobo, I'm really glad you decided to come. Oh, all of you came here. This is the forest. That ought to do it. Well, Bartz, we kept our promise. Did you? Seems to me like you ran away with the bird. Close call. Seems we stumbled into a teleportation device. Must have broken down, lying around as long as we did, or as long as it did. Huh. Well, this place still looks cool. But now I'm extra lost. There is a lever. Pull it. Yes. That's what y'all get. Flying off with my bird. Well, that was fun. What other buttons can I press? Oh, hey. Catch a few Z's? Sure. Well, that was nice. Pressing buttons, getting naps. This place is pretty good. Plenty of reading for us. Ooh, button. There is a lever. Pull it. It won't move. Huh? What's that written on the wall? Check the flower bed in the center room. Okay. Bad news, team. We have stumbled into the Ancient's escape room. Check the flower bed in the center room. Is this the center room? There's a lot of flower beds. You're gonna have to be more specific. This might not be the room. Oh, maybe these. Flower beds. Flower beds. Doo-doo-doo. Ah, there's a note. Look at the paper in the room to the right. Okay. This is ridiculous. How to keep a dummy busy. Turn over. They really go hard on the hijinks in Final Fantasy V. It's the same on both sides. Of all of them. Calm down, Bartz. There's the second sheet. Check the pot. I mean, it's a good joke, legitimately. That's a better joke than most any Final Fantasy up to kind of embarrassingly late in the series manages to tell. Still ridiculous, though. Check all the pots. There's probably one back in the room, actually, that I should have checked. That can't have been the joke in the original language. Maybe not. I mean, I wonder, maybe... It would also be, like, equally amusing if the original language just had kind of inscrutable... We were just finding inscrutable text that we couldn't really parse and didn't understand what the text was saying, so we shrugged and we're like, all right, well, I guess we'll just move on and keep trying things. But No, I think the original source material also was being silly. I've just suddenly gotten the impression. Go 6 down, 4 right, and pull what you find there. Well, okay, just to be technical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look. A lever. Pull lever. Steal things. Huh. What are these things that have exclamation marks on them? I should check. Because we gotten 2 of those. Are those spells? Those must be spells. Hang on. Like maybe either blue spells or songs, maybe? Not songs. Sword, nope. Esper, nope. Bad news, I have no idea what they are. Nor do I see them in our inventory anywhere. At least not at a glance. Maybe I'm overlooking it. No. Oh, it was in the white magic? Hang on. Oh, heck, you're right. There's size. Weird. Game, you're being very weird today. So many little antics were going on that I almost forgot. Like, oh, right. Like, Ghost of King Tycoon's around somewhere up above. Doesn't seem safe to go back in there. Yeah, no, that's fine. And actually, I kind of appreciate them narrowing the range I could wander. I wonder what happens if I press that button again. Oh, now it's just a switch. Previously, it was a trapdoor. It's a switch now. Works for me. Oh. Wait a second. It's the fire ship. But didn't it sink? And also, there's another ship over there. Huh. Anything inside? Hello? Does look pretty similar to boat. If I like Final Fantasy V, if I heard of the 4-job Fiesta challenge every summer. I have, yeah, no, I never done it, but I like that it exists. It's basically a thing that happens every summer, I think for a charity, like, type event thing. I don't know if I need to actually go wandering into all this stuff. Let's not do that yet. Where people basically, I think, use some little randomization tool to determine which 4 jobs do they have to beat the game with, using only those jobs. Oh, it's for a Child's Play thing. Great. Yeah, like, it's a really good gimmick, and a really especially good Final Fantasy game for that kind of challenge. I don't enjoy going back through retro Final Fantasies that frequently, or frequently enough to do it very often, but like, I think it's great that it exists. It's got propellers? What kind of weird ship is this? Hey, nerds. Sid, Mid, are you guys okay? Oof. Parts? And Lana and Gallif and Ferris. What are you doing here? Well, we brought the Black Chocobo back to Crescent Island as per your request. Not what I asked. Then a hole in the ground opened up and we fell into it. So wait, are we underneath Crescent Island? That would explain why the fire ship is down here. This looks like it could be a facility built by the ancients. What's this weird ship with propellers mounted on it? You know, I'm not sure. Grandpa? Where'd he go? Boy, Bartz, I'm with you. A lot is happening. Things are happening a lot around here. Fascinating. Hey, Sid, give me a minute. Sorry. It's just, if I move this object like so, that should... It works! Astounding! Sid, tell me what it is. I appreciate Bart's being on the same page as me. And lift off! Haha! Now that was some Mode 7. Okay, now we're flying. Tell me what's going on before I start getting dizzy. This is a vehicle known as an airship. I've heard about such things for years, but I can't believe we've actually found one. What's going on? There's something pulling the airship down from underneath. Definitely not good. Stand guard. How did you get up here? Crayclaw? And why? And stop. I hope lightning works against you. Yep, it does. Good, good, good. It's great to... Don't do that. Gross. Now we're all strobey. Thanks a lot. Boom! That is some damage. This is gonna go pretty quick. One way or another. Yep. Huzzah! We did it! Sid, please catch me up. Right, and we've repaired the damage, and we're also able to incorporate the functionality of the fire ship. If you want to convert back to sea travel, just land the ship in water. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. I've had just about enough of hearing about the amazing Dr. Sid. We'll continue our research on the Earth Crystal's location. Now off with you, the wind is calling. It literally is not, Sid. There's no wind anymore. Too soon, Sid. The fell warlock, ex-death. To prevent his revival. We'll give our all to protect the Crystal of Earth. Let's go. Skyboat. I really like that. Ooh, I love that additional layer they've done on top of the Mode 7 there, which I think is just sprites. I think that's actually sprites that they're having to use to do that, because if you're doing Mode 7, you can't have multiple layers anymore. That is kind of like creating a sense of the curvature of the Earth. That's a great touch. That's so much better than what they did in 4. Like 4 worked pretty great too, but this is such a nice upgrade. I'd forgotten about that. I love this. Ah, it's cool. And we're going to be able to learn level 5 death as well. Hooray. We should go and start seeing about that. And this is the place to do it. Park boat. Park boat. Good. Is it better or worse than the Chocobo? Good question. In terms of where the boat can go and what we can do with it, better. Doesn't have the good bird jams, though. So I guess a lateral move in terms of air travel. We've got to be pretty close to someone being level 20 here. Oh yeah, yeah. We're getting close here. Great. Thank you for joining Zorlok Dark Soul. Have a lovely evening. And I should probably heal our healer, eh? Yeah. We probably won't go much longer tonight. We might literally just get level 5 death and call it a night. Because I should wind down a bit too. So if you're not wanting to miss story, don't worry. We won't do more story stuff tonight. I think we'll just get a good spell for grinding later. And then call it a night. Continue story next week. I don't love how sturdy these mithril dragons are. Personally. Garloff, don't miss. Fusion. Worrying. Stop. Yeah, I agree. I feel like they would have handled Ferris differently. Like, if they were making 5 today, for whatever reason, Ferris would be handled a little, at least a little more delicately. Probably still not perfectly, but better. It's kind of like one of those cases, like Quina in 9, where they do sort of like the thing that made sense to people at the time, doing sort of, because like the they them pronouns weren't in popular use, so they just did sort of like the S/HE, like he, she, which is like trying to say the same thing, but that's just sort of like the more common terminology, like fumbling terminology at the time. Whereas now they 100% would have just said they for Quina. Hey, Lady Lunar Satine. I don't know if you're just joining us. We are not going to be doing more story tonight. I am trying to do a little work to learn a good blue mage spell, though, before we wind down. Yeah, I agree. Scott 308. I like the S/he, she, he thing is very clunky and bad. One of those kind of hopefully well-intentioned at the time, but just sort of like fumbling efforts in a direction of in a direction where many improvements of terminology would be made later. And hello, the snake in your boot. Welcome. Yes, we've obtained the airship. We've done a good bit today. A lot of it kind of optional, just wandering around, but yeah, we've achieved quite a lot. I think we'll make more story progress next time. Yeah, with old attempts at, like, feeble attempts at pronouns and sensitivity and things like that, back from the era of this game or Final Fantasy IX, even, hey, there's our levels. Like, I'm just grateful whenever looking back and seeing what they've done isn't something horrible. It isn't a nightmare. Okay, so we got 2 level 20s. Let's get them in a learning mindset. I want all of you to get ready to be educated by death. And you're going to die, but then we'll raise you and we'll win the fight and it'll all work out. Okay. So now we wait until we get attacked by a particular thing, and I think it's about the only thing that can attack you down here. And we just wait for it to cast a level 5 death. And then raise 2 of our party members. So they can learn. So hey, Books, you gonna attack or what? Yo, Books. Books, where you hiding? Hey, Book. There we go. Hello, Book. Do your worst. Please. Level 5 Doom, whatever. And all right, there we go. Now, arise. And strike back at the book that murdered you. You know what? You can stay down if you want to. That's also fine. I should probably raise one of them, though. I assume they need to be raised back to life at the end of the fight to learn, right? Maybe? Just in case. I don't think, I think it's only like the little blue head form, page 64 or whatever, that casts Doom, so. Uh-oh. Not ideal, but I think we'll be okay. Hopefully. So long as Galuf survives. Get the kill? Yes, there we go. Learn skill. There it is. Okay. That is going to... Hey, we also learned Moon Flute. Oh, they're reddish now because they're enraged, which means they're... Or berserk, rather. So they are just basic attacking every turn, and I have no control over them. Which is a real swingy status effect. Sometimes, under very specific circumstances, it could be like, oh, good, now they'll just do exactly what I would have done, would have told them to do, but stronger. This is great. But if you want them to do anything other than basic attack, then uh-oh. So in most circumstances, not optimal, but Anki status, basically. Yeah, that's a it's a more technical way of putting it. Okay, but we have that spell now, which is good, because that means a little later in the game, there's going to be a place where we can grind very well, because there are going to be enemies which are pretty strong for us, but they do happen to be a level that is a multiple of 5. So we can just cast this on the room, wipe them out, get a lot of experience, repeat, and level up very fast. It won't be for a while, but I think like this is a very good opportunity to learn level 5 death while we could. Because it might have been a way bigger pain in the butt later. Level 5 death can affect party members if it's cast on you. I think if you're casting it on the enemy, it's not going to, it's not going to bounce back on you or anything. I guess we'll find out, huh? It's taking me forever to just remember what I'm doing and find the life spell. There we go. You're okay. All right, let's get out of here. I have learned all that death has to teach at the 5th grade level. Now, how do I get out of here? It was something like... There we go. There's another button I'm supposed to hit that makes things do what I want. Or another place I'm supposed to stand. It's a kind of cutesy puzzle when you can remember how to do it. I'm pretty good at doing it, getting one way through the room. Just not the other way. Stuck. Wait, maybe... Nope. Yep. There it is. Okay. No, yes. No, yes. There we go. Whew. Oh, it feels good to be back in 5. I think this is probably what we'll be mostly streaming for a little bit, because, like, we've been... It's been quite a wait. We've been streaming a lot of other things. Fortunately, I've got, like, several other... At least 2 other New Frame Plus videos I will be making before working on the Final Fantasy V one. Maybe 3. So we've, like, got time, but I would love to get all that this footage, like, captured and set and be ready so we're not just further waiting for streaming or whatever. Which is why we might jump right into 6 as soon as we're done with 5, just to make sure, okay, let's not make the series take longer than it already is. And I think it'd be fun playing 6 with folks, like, so Final Fantasy 6 is not one of my favorites, but I know it is for a lot of other people. And it is good. Like, I definitely don't dislike 6. I don't think I have nearly as much fondness for it as a lot of other people do. A lot of people consider it their favorite Final Fantasy game. It's not that for me, but I've not had the opportunity to ever play it in the company of, even remote company of, like this, with, like, a chat full of people who love it, who can, like, talk about all the things that they love about it. Like, I'm curious to like, enjoy that. I look forward to it. So, hey, but I think that's it for the play now. Let's, like, let's wind down and chill a little bit here. Just settle in. Have I ever played any of these Sly Cooper games? You know, I don't know if I ever have. I think I may have played, like, a little bit of one at one point, but definitely not as much as they deserve, really. I've been working with a guy for years and years now who was, like, the animator on the first Sly Cooper. Maybe the first 2. I really should play one of those at some point. Is Final Fantasy similar to Golden Sun? You know, good question. I have not played Golden Sun games, so I don't know. I'm guessing, given they're both some kind of, like, sort of JRPG-ish experience, maybe to a degree. So Golden Sun is certainly in the same genre as early Final Fantasy games. Lots of differences, though. Okay. It just occurred to me, I'm going to start rolling credits because this might be a bit longer of one for some reason. I think it's scrolling faster than normal. You goofballs. For those of you who joined late, people got a hype train going about halfway through, and it got a little out of control. It honestly started out of control from the start of the stream. Then folks were getting a little out of hand with the gift subs today. It was very kind of them. Sorry, some of you have been asking questions. Hold up. Let me scroll up for a second. Have I ever thought about how if Final Fantasy Versus 13 wasn't retooled to be 15, it'd be a 13-year gap between numbered Final Fantasy games? Wow, that would be something, huh? Would it, though? I guess if we discount the, like, 13 sequels. I guess it depends on how you count, but that still would be amusing. A good evening to all of you who... Wait, what happened? Wiggins! I really need to... Hang on, I need to move that alert. That alert placement is not working out for us. Wiggins, hello! Hello, Wiggins and friends. Welcome to the end of stream. But thanks for joining us. What were you... Matt, what were you playing? Dark Souls 3. Ooh. First playthrough. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm jealous. Have you just started it, or are you a ways in now? To all of you who have just joined us, hello. My name's Dan. I am an animator who makes videos about game animation and a bunch of other stuff. Right now we were playing and recording okay, so you're like a ways in. You dealt with 2 bosses tonight. Congrats. I hope you're enjoying it. Are you enjoying it? You've played a bunch of the others at this point now, yeah? But yeah, like I make videos about game animation. I'm planning one about Final Fantasy V. I've covered the 4 Final Fantasies before it already. But we need some more footage, so we're going through 5 again together. It's been fun. Sorry you are catching us at the tail end. We'll be doing it again next week, though. Pontiff and Aldrich tonight. Ooh. That's a challenging pair of fights. Good job. Those 2 are not easy. Good fights, but... That's a good stretch, too. Oh, man. But yeah, thank you for the raid, and welcome, everyone. Sorry, we'll be handing you off again in a second, probably, but... let's see. Are we playing any Katamari's for Christmas this year? No. Normally we would. Our tradition on Playframe is to be playing a Katamari game for kind of the Christmas week, but we ran out of good ones, so we need a new tradition. And I think I've come up with one. So, and hopefully folks will enjoy it as much. Y'all will find out on Monday. Are there any fan Katamari games? Not that I'm aware of. What about Donut County, the reverse Katamari? Also very good, but I've played that one too, unfortunately, on the channel. We've done them all. So until they decide to finally make another Katamari game, as well they should, just gonna need a new tradition. I've heard rumors of a We Love Katamari remaster, which would be great because We Love Katamari is phenomenal. But we've also played that one on the channel, so we needed a new tradition. We can't just be hoping for a new Katamari once a year, given the release pace in the last decade. It's okay, though. I think the new tradition is going to be fun. I've been having fun with it, at least. Also, another patron bonus playthrough is going to be starting next week. It's going to be a fun week of series starting off. 2 new playthroughs kicking off on Monday. with some similarities and some differences. To be vague about it. Do you plan on doing a highlight video for the stream similar to how you do for Playframe? I would love to. I don't have a good process for that. So like, I'm way behind on the highlight videos for Playframe too at this point. Like well over a year behind. It's ridiculous. The problem is that we have an editing process for our playthroughs, right? So as we're going through and I'm reviewing the edits and all that, I can keep a document where I'm writing down like timestamps and stuff where I feel like, ooh, that'd be a good bit to for the highlight reels later maybe. So I can just keep a document like that and it just sort of fits into our usual workflow. For streams, I don't go back through our streams ever. So I don't have a chance to really like find the ideal times for gathering clips for highlight reels, nor do I like people clip some stuff on our channel as well, but like there's not like a lot of bits and good moments in our streams don't tend to get clipped a lot. So, and I also just like I said, I'm about a year behind on our highlight reels, so I'm already kind of hurting for time. So I would love to have highlight reels for our streams too, though. I just don't have a method figured out either for gathering clips or or for putting them together in highlight reels. I may try to figure out some way to crowdsource the first part of that, at least at some point. Like, y'all can clip stuff for sure, but like maybe we can find some place in the Discord or something where people can post timestamps in the VODs of stuff that they like or something like that. I don't know. I don't have a plan. My plan right now is to mostly just try to keep making New Frame Plus videos and figure out how to get some new highlights reels made for regular Playframe at some point. But stream highlight is just every stream in one video. It's kind of you to say, but I feel like there are some higher and lower points than others. I have seen Fugi's Clipmaker though. That is a great tool. Or I don't think I saw Fugi's Clipmaker. I saw Fugi's tool that he released like yesterday, I think, that helps you to find some of the like highlight points in your previous streams just by like sort of marking where in time the most chat activity and stuff was happening, which is great. It's like, that's a great tool. And that would be very helpful as well if I was gonna like take some time to go back and try to have a faster way to find the good bits from our streams. But yeah, if I ever find out a good way to do it, then yeah, I would happily include highlights from our or just make reels that are highlight reels for the streams themselves, because some fun stuff happens. I just can't remember all of it. Anyway, y'all have been absolutely wonderful today and entirely too generous as well. I really appreciate it. I appreciate y'all making time to come hang out. I bet Dan's still on. Dan's not still on? Wild. I guess he wrapped up earlier today. Someone's doing something on Games Done Quick, though. Something Super Mario World-y even. Ooh. That's guaranteed to be fun. There's like no way that won't be fun. Was Dan streaming all day? Okay, yeah. Usually, I'm used to Dan, like, if Dan has been streaming at all in any given day, I'm used to me wrapping up before he does. But if he's been going all day, then yeah, he's... then he probably needs a rest. He deserves it. So yeah, let me go hand you all off to GDQ, where someone is doing some sort of Super Mario World run, and, like, I've never seen Super Mario World speed running be boring. So, let me just hand you all off. Thank you all so very much. I will see y'all not on Sunday, because we're going to be doing a patron Q&A on Sunday. So on Wednesday, we'll be back with more Final Fantasy V. Until then, y'all have a lovely evening or morning or whatever it is for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!